her abuser, she claimed that she's really fair-skinned, young lady, light complected, Puerto Rican to be exact, but Afro-Hispanic. So she's most definitely a minority like we are. So I guess they got into a fight and he allegedly was beating on her, like stepping on her wrist, hitting her in the face. Now, this is my question. If you are abused, don't those bruises still hurt? Won't you be able to see them on your face? I'm not saying she was lying. She did tell me she'll cover him up in makeup. With makeup. But she said one day she got the strength to tell her mother what happened. So her and this gentleman at the time with their children, they had an apartment together. Or they were living with someone. I think they was living together before they moved out. So she ended up escaping to her mother's house, staying over there until he left. And I guess one day she was driving by the house and noticed he weren't there. So she called all her siblings to assist her to help her move all her things out. Now, I'm not sure if that was furniture or anything. I'm quite sure it was probably just clothes, but I'm not too sure. So they all came to assist her. She come from a big family too. Only girl, probably like 7 boys or whatever. So they got a big family. I could be wrong on a number, but it's very close there. It's either 7 or 8 of them, but she the only girl. Now, so allegedly when she moves in, this young lady has said that she's Riri has claimed that she has always taken a special interest in women. She said, I never really liked guys. I always, like she said, like women. So I said, okay, cool, or whatever. So now I want to pause right here and intersect something that's very important. Now I want y'all to do me a favor. If an individual is, if an individual has always taken interest in the opposite sex and you are you're portraying to be heterosexual. You got these 3 kids at the time. The 4th one hasn't come yet. So that would make you bi. Well, she officially came out. Oh, let me backtrack. And now make it make sense. So at this time, so after they get out, so apparently the ex-friend to Maria, Riri's baby daddy, apparently he had took interest in her. So look, you got one of them people that you telling your stories to. Now, mind you, this is mad weird, right? So apparently the brothers were friends with the baby father and the other nigga. Now look, and I'm saying it like this because this is low down dirty. So you mean to tell me your ex-friend who got 3 kids with this woman, you gonna go behind his back and fuck on his baby mother? You knew what was going on, so you was just waiting for ample opportunity for them to break up. You was just lurking on your chance and opportunity to, you was being a prey, and you pounced on this situation. You had the door was halfway open, and you just put your pinky toe in there so you could pry and slither your way in. Okay. So at that point, ladies and gentlemen, so she started fucking with this dude. Mind you, she says she's lesbian. Everybody come out their truth at some time or another. Everybody got similar stories or the same stories, and there's different levels, and people come out at different times. All right, fine. So now this dude is older. So she gets pregnant like around 2008. We're gonna fast forward. So now she gets pregnant in 2008. At this time, she's been away from her baby daddy, allegedly. So she allegedly gets pregnant by this so-called ex-best friend to her actual baby daddy. I felt and knew something was suspicious. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong. For number one, let's address some issues here. One issue is this. I would never, ever get with one of my homies' girlfriends. Never. I'm not that type of dude. And also, if her brothers now were real, they would confront the best friend, be like, yo, nigga, you ain't finna get with my sister. This ain't how this played. They accepted the fact, and she got with him or he got with her, but either way, they started linking up and they stayed together for a amount of years. And I'm not sure, I think it was like 4 to 6 years. So, we're gonna go back to 2008. So something wasn't right. Something was fishy. Now, again, mind you, Riri wasn't really one of them girls to tell a lie. But if it was something that was gonna hurt her or exploit her, she omitted certain truths. So I like to know the truth. I'm not gonna judge you. But when I gotta do my detective work and find out the truth on my own, that's what's fucked up, and that's what made your problem my problem. You should have just been honest out the gate. We wouldn't have ever crossed this barrier. So boom, right? So this young lady chooses to go to a club with her gay friends. Now look, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Her brother, who is supposed to be allegedly heterosexual, allegedly, keep that in mind. So if your brother is so adamant about accompanying you and your girlfriends at this in particular type of setting, and you're telling him, oh, it's a girls' night, it's a girls' night, it's a girls' night, until you pull back and be like, you know what, alright, cool, you can come, you can accompany us. Nigga, you gay too. I don't give a fuck if you got kids with your baby mother. I don't care about none of that shit. You gay too, bitch. Your faggot ass gay too. So, you know, again, to each his own. That's your problem. Just don't be trying to shun and beat down the next nigga, the next person. Don't be trying to beat them in the head. If that's your truth, live your truth. So look, they partying, having fun, turning up. So after the club, during the club scene, inside the occupied facility, they dancing, turning up. So the brother to Riri see that she's kissing on the girl. Alright, she grown. She can do what she want. So, we gonna fast forward a little bit. So, it's time to go home. It's in the wee hours of the morning, or what have you. And, so, Riri and her sib, I think Riri goes to her crib. I'm not sure if Riri was living in her crib or if she was living in her mother's crib. I think she was living on her own at that time. Now, mind you, I met her a couple of months later. I met her a little time later. So at this time, she about 27, 28. So her faggot ass brother goes and snitch on this grown ass woman. Bruh, why are you tattling and you are a grown ass man with kids and you got a baby mother? If this is the same individual, I'm thinking who it is. But which brother told, I don't know in particularly. But she did tell me. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, so now he outed her to her mother. So allegedly, quite frankly, she doesn't have a coming out story because she didn't have a privilege to tell it how she wanted to. So at this time, she's no longer with the baby daddy. The ex-friend who were in the circle with these gentlemen was with her for some years, this fat funky ass nigga. And the other friend was the jock. So you know you gonna gravitate and be around that person that's pulling in all the girls, cause your ass ain't got enough pull to do it on your own. Me personally, I don't have no problem pulling no women, whether I'm fat, skinny, ugly, or that. I pull them all, baby. Married, all that shit. Anyway, so this ain't about me. That's another story. So now, guys, look. So she, in between, she is like cheating. Now, she's saying to me, when a nigga would leave, she's cheating on him with the woman. But she'll just say, oh, these are my friends. So they weren't expecting that. So I'm not sure if they actually knew that she was bi. She say lesbian, but that she took more of an interest in women than men at that time. I'm not sure. So apparently they knew that she was on the other side of the spectrum. Okay? We'll just put it like that. So she tells this dude, you know, I don't want to be with you no more. It's better you move on. We got responsibility with a child. Let's co-parent. Now look, this big fat funky ass nigga is bitter. So he the type of nigga, allegedly, that likes interracial relationships. And so he, meaning like white girls, Hispanic girls, anything outside of black women, cause the motherfucker ugly. Period. Let her tell it, he ain't. Now look, let's go back to 2008. Now, this kid, the fourth child in questioning, this is what occurred. So, Maria told this dude that he's the father. She even named a child after the dude, meaning the ex-friend of the 3 kids she had with the dude. So allegedly he's not the father. So look, somebody told me, they reached out to him. They was like, hey bro, I got a question for you. And then the what you call it has it, the story has it, hey, were you with Riri in 2000.